everybody, Ninibong, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. And today we're going to talk about the Transformers Prime 10th anniversary figure of Megatron Hades. So I don't know if this figure on its original release ever made it over to the UK. This is the first time I've seen it. I've seen some other versions of this figure, but never this kind of Hades version as it's called here. So I'm interested to take a look at this. I've already actually reviewed some of the 10th anniversary stuff, so if you want to see the video I did on Breakdown and the Viacon, I'll post that here now so you'll be able to see it, so you can follow the link that will appear on the screen and you can take a look at that. But let's check this dude out. As we always do on this channel, let's take a quick look at the box art. And this is like your classic Generation Selects box art, I guess. It's a brown box, but they've splashed it with a nice bit of blue instead of the kind of black that we usually get. So it's a nice bit of blue, It's got virtually the same front as the Viacon and Breakdown box, which is the Prime and the mountain stuff and the thunder and the going on there. And then it's got Takara Tomy and +8 and HASBRO and Transformers 10th anniversary. Transformers 10th anniversary, the back is boring. The bottom tells you that it is Hades Megatron, Transformers Prime, and just goes on about some other stuff there. And on this side it says don't eat your children because they have small parts. And then we got 10th year anniversary and a nice Decepticon logo on the side. So yeah, not much to write home about on these Gen Select type boxes that we have here. Yeah. The inside though, the inside is beautiful. The inside is pretty nice. I love the inside of these boxes. The top of the lid has a massive, beautiful Decepticon logo on it here. And the bottom has Transformers Prime on it. And then we have Transformers Prime here on the side, Decepticon logo. Oh, that's what we saw on the outside. What I did find interesting on this is that we have this piece of sellotape here. Now I think, correct me wrong if I'm wrong, so please let me know down in the chat if I'm wrong about this, but I think I'm right. This dude has a huge amount of chrome actually on his chest and other parts of him as well. And I think that this kind of dries the chrome out, the card. So if it touches the plastic, it's okay, but if the card had rubbed up against the chrome while he was in the box, it would have damaged the chrome. Not sure if it saved my figure, but we'll go into that. We'll go into that. So that's the box. Other things that you get with this figure are, of course, we get some destructions. Now the destructions for this are multiple. In fact, we have destructions for Megatron himself, which are your classic sheet format, the style I love. Are they good instructions? These aren't bad destructions. To be fair, they're okay. They could be a little bit better, but I didn't find too many problems with these ones. We also get though destructions for, so we have a sheet for Hades that he comes with as well, which is like a bat type backpack thing that turns into a scythe for him. And then also his gun in this transforms and is called Gora 2 and transforms into a gun and another weapon that you can't create without having other weapons for it to go with. And you can see here how all that transforms on the back. Destructions for these are not bad, but these were the kind of kit forms, so they all came on the spools like this, and you take it off and then you clip everything together, very similar to the way that they worked for the Viacons. But I have to say that certainly for Hades, the bat type thing, I had some real challenges putting that dude together. I'll show you why when we get to that figure. Also, we had some stickering with this. This takes us back to the world of stickers. You can see, certainly for this review, I've only used a few stickers, And again, I'll get to why, but the quality of these stickers do seem to be a little bit better than the ones we got with the Vehicons. Go back and you can see my review on that. I had lots of issues with the stickers on those, but still, I'm not a big fan of the stickering situation. Now it's time to look at the flying space tank himself. This is Megatron Hades. So this Megatron is a pretty nice rendition of the Prime version. This alt mode here actually looks pretty good. This is probably actually my favorite version of this figure, or the favorite mode for this figure. This is probably how I will actually display him. He doesn't have this stand. This stand is from another figure, so he doesn't come with this stand, unfortunately. I think it would have been a nice little buy-in if he did come with a stand. I think that would have been pretty cool. But he is shiny, as you can see, chromed out from the front. And if I take him off the stand for a second, we can start to get a better look at this dude. So he is, like I say, shiny, and looks the part. He's not quite show accurate. I don't believe that these pieces here were exactly where they are in the show, so he's not entirely show accurate, but he's a nice rendition. The back's fairly tidy. He holds together well. You got the classic head sticking out the cockpit that I absolutely love, and the gun is big and on the back here. Problems that I have with this figure straight off, I hope the camera can catch it. My chrome, maybe I can catch it, I can't catch the light, is not in a very good situation here. You can see how patchy it is. It came with these dents in it. If you look at the other side is very smooth and shiny. My chrome on this is very bad. So I am not very hopeful for the way that this figure will look. My kind of history with Hasbro Chrome has been that it doesn't really stay for very long. My MP10G, after a few transformations, I don't do that many with it, some of the chrome is starting to wear a little bit on it. So I think that this is going to be a very similar situation with this dude, unfortunately. But the alt mode is not bad at all. We have molded detailing here on the wings with the purples and the grey. Obviously there's a lot of stickering that would have gone on with this. I have not done that, but all in all, it's pretty nice. It holds up fairly well. There's no real articulation apart from this, which is useless because he just shoots himself in the head. To speak about, you can kind of turn the gun, I guess, as you like, but there's not really much to write home about. It looks the part. It looks pretty good. You can remove this. We'll talk more about these in a second, and then you can bring Hades, this massive bat type thing, in here, and if we move the arms down like this and put the head down to here, we can then also add Hades to the top. You can angle these, I guess, however you want. It does tell you to kind of put it like this, and then we put the gun on the top here, and then you've got a slightly different look there for Megatron Hades, with the gun on the top there. And yeah, it's a thing you can do if you want. I think it looks a bit odd. I think it looks a little bit like overkill here. I'm not a big fan of this look. You can also turn these around so they look like little guns, so I guess he's got some extra weapons then to be kind of weaponized, but I think it's a little bit of overkill. It's not really for me. He's Voyager class, so let's start off with the comparison between him and Breakdown. So you can see between him and Breakdown, that's exactly how they look together. And we can bring the Vehicon in as well. And you know what? As a group of alt modes, I think they look quite nice together. This is a nice little set. It's kind of odd that for the 10th anniversary, Hasbro decided to only release Decepticons, but hey, that's the way they went. Give me a bulk! Then another company that is doing pretty well with the Transformers Prime franchise is APC. So this is the APC Nemesis Prime, and we can see they look pretty good together and scale quite well. And of course, they also released Dark Master. Now, for me, I know which one I would go for here. Obviously, the Dark Master is a lot bigger. We can see the differences. These are in a different location for Dark Master, which I think makes this one the more show accurate. His head also comes out a lot more, whereas this one, I guess he's just looking at this. This dude does have a gun that goes on the top as well, so I just need to... So with his cannon on, we can get a better look at how they look together. And yeah, this dude is much bigger, a little bit more show accurate maybe. Doesn't have the chrome that this guy has, and obviously this dude is a little bit unstable because of where his little feet sit. But that's how they look together. Transformation time on this bad boy, and the first thing you're going to do is remove this section here, and we will deal with you later on. Then this bit is going to kind of fold round, unclip and fold round, so you've got a little bit more room to kind of maneuver in and around on these sections. And then the legs will just unclip because they're on little clips here, and then you can just bring it round and unclip it and fold this whole section round. So you've got your separation there. Then fold this piece here and this piece here, and you can then bring the whole section round and close the leg back down. And the same on the other side, and then you've got the legs kind of transformed back the way they need to be. The feet go like this, so he's got his two toes at the front and his one at the back, so he's a bit cloven hoofed like the devil himself. Then at the back we can unclip the two arms that are here. Then we're going to bring the arms up to this section here, and then come round and unclip this and send it back round to the back. These are kind of on little spools that go up and down. Then you're going to look at the mechanism under here and fold the arms round and round. So you've got these two. You can bring this whole piece kind of comes down then. So bring the what will become the shoulder pads, bring them through underneath the arms and past the backpack, and then you'll be able to move this down. At the same time, this section needs to then come up to form his chest plate, and then fold the arms out so that you've got that then, and then he'll just clip into position there. So just fold this all out the way. It just very much gets in the way. Fold this section up at the back, and then you've got these two sections here. Now beware, this one, this one turns okay, and then you'll put it down to form his shoulder pads on his arms, so that's nice, easy enough. This one on mine, the first time I tried, it's still stiff. The first time, see how it wants to just, this one does it very easy. This is stiff as anything on mine, but I can turn it the other way. What I had to do the first time when I got this, I had to actually get a little pair of pliers, grip that, and then turn, because this was just twisting and looked like it was, one, going to get stress marks, and secondly, I thought it was going to snap. So I actually have to send it all the way around like that for it to work on mine. Just be very careful with yours on how you do it. Then twist the arms and bring the hands out as you need. Then it's just a matter of applying gore to the arm, and we have yep, we have Hades Megatron. Okay, so now we have him fully transformed, and what a shiny bastard he is. Let's have a look at him a little bit more closer and hope that my camera can hack it. So the chrome in the place where the chrome is pretty good. It's nice, it's shiny, apart from I have my challenges on his chest here, but he looks pretty nice. His head sculpt is okay. He's just got kind of black holes for lights. There's no lights for eyes. There's no light piping going on there. This is kind of a silvery type affair, whereas the chrome around it, and it just looks like a bit of a milky type silver. As we go through, obviously I should have put some stickering detail here, but I haven't. And then we've got the purples, the greys. I love the purple, the black and the grey on this figure. I think that looks really nice. Classic Megatron Prime with the smooth legs and the molded detailing here at the back. Lovely spikes on his knee pads as well. Here you've got Gora 2 that sits here, the big cannon. Obviously that's removable, we'll talk about that in a sec. He has a little bit of a backpack. I don't know where you put this. Like, you can't put it up there. You don't really want to put it down here. You could have it like this. It's a bit of an irritation, the backpack, if I'm honest. Overall, you know, he's got his classic kind of crotch piece going on down there. Overall, not too bad from a looks point of view. Now, articulation. So articulation is a little bit of a challenge with this figure, as it always is with this version of Megatron, especially with the head. This actually is probably one of the better articulations, because the head is a weird kind of shape. It's like a boomerang type shape here, so you can get some head articulation, but obviously not a full 360. Slight amount of up and down, but not too much. You can move these up and down so that you can get more articulation out of the arms, but this backpack, then you have to, like I said, the backpack moves and you can get a nice arm movement, a nice range of movement at the shoulder. You get a twist here, you get a good elbow bend, and the hands kind of articulate in, but they're stuck in this kind of weird position for the guns and stuff. The hips, this is loose. I mean, if you look there, this is a loosey-goosey. So this guy, especially if you put one of the things on his back, he has some very loose hip joints. I mean, his leg won't even hold up. It holds forwards. Oh God. It holds back, but to the side, yeah, you've got no chance. I'll use some of my joint fixer on this to see if I can get him a little bit more stable. But he has front, back. He has thigh. He has a bit of a thigh twist going on here. You get a knee bend here, quite a nice knee bend. You can extend that. The knee pads kind of move with it, and then you get some toe articulation here as you need as well. But as I said, he's very loose. The arms as well. He can hold his gun up, which is good, and he can hold it out. But there is another weapon, so the Hades weapon that he comes with, that he has a slight bit of trouble with. But the articulation's nice, but it oh, there he goes. Yeah, hips are a little loose. I had the same problem actually with Breakdown. Looking at his accessories now, and all his accessories transform. So Gora transforms into what I believe is supposed to be a kind of ape type thing. So this here and this here, they go and twist round. This kind of comes out like that, and then these come forward, and then this just pops around, and then whoop, and then you have his little kind of ape type creature there. So this little mini-con here, yeah, it has a bizarre head sculpt. I think I should have applied some stickers here, but you can see there's like eyes and a mouth. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too fussed about this. You can see it has little legs and his little arms, so there's that one. And then we also have Hades. Now this is this kind of bat type creature. Looks pretty cool, but what a nightmare this dude was to actually put together. He's got some little legs here as well, you can see. So he's this little bat type creature. I've applied some of the stickering, and this is why I stopped applying the stickering. I've transformed this a couple of times. You can start to see the stickering starts to wear a little bit on these already. The stickering was okay. I didn't have all the problems that I had with the original breakdown one, where the stickering was coming off with the paper, but I've just given up on the stickering. It'll wear off after I've transformed these a couple of times, so I'm just not going to do the stickering. Also with this one, when I was putting it together, these joints here kept popping off. I had to swap things around. It didn't want to be on this one, it didn't want to be on that one. So yeah, if you're having some problem with these joints, especially this joint here popping off, just have a bit of a play around with it, move some stuff around, hopefully you'll get there. This dude transforms one. He's his bat mode. Then you can also put him like this and bring his head forward, and then he can attach onto Megatron's back here, and then we can have, I guess the guns will come forward like so, and then he can and this is where the hips really do kind of begin to cause you some challenges, because those hips are very loose and that's quite heavy on the back. So you can see Hades can go on the back and give him this kind of purple wing bat effect on the back, which is okay, but it's a bit big, and he has some serious challenges standing. So posability suffers when he's like this. His legs just want to go all over the show. Go on, you can do it, mate. Yo. Then finally, you can move these sections down here and pull them to the front. Yep, like so. Then by plugging these two sections together and bringing this down, you can bring that down, and then you can turn it into what is a pretty dope looking side. Like, I love the way that this looks. This looks pretty sick. One problem. What do you want him to do with this? I mean, he cannot hold. Oh, he can hold that pose. He can hold it like this. I believe that's pretty damn useless, Megatron. It's too damn heavy. You can also plug this into his arm port if you like to give it that look, and even then you are, you know, what do you want me to do here? You know, I can help. He can have it like this, so he can hold it kind of down. But yeah, if you want him to have any kind of cool looking pose, I suggest that you support it with the other arm. It's a really nice looking weapon, but it's completely impractical for this figure, because this figure just has, yeah, too loose stone. Comparison time, and we will start with Breakdown. So you can see how he looks next to Breakdown. Obviously these are still part of the set that's coming out, and then also with the Viacon here as well. And as a little group, as a little Decepticon family, they look pretty nice together. Next up, taking it over to the world of APC, up against their version of Nemesis Prime. You can see actually these two are pretty good together. These two look great together. One of the problems with the APC Megatron is he is much bigger than the Prime. So your APC Prime scales pretty well with this dude. Then let's take a final look with the APC version of Megatron, and we can see the size difference here between the two. And yeah, for me, all day long, there's only one winner. Only one. So I would also just like to add that the APC can hold Hades kind of the way that you want it to hold Hades. So however you want him to hold Hades, he can hold it, and he looks damn good doing it. Okay, so kind of for my final thoughts, and I've left the APC Megatron out here, and I wouldn't usually do that for my final thoughts, but I think it's quite relevant for this one. Now, if this was the only way I could get a Megatron from Prime at the moment, I would say, yeah, you know, go out and get it. He's the only one on the market at the moment. But he's not. He's really not. These two dudes are the same price. Go and get yourself a Dark Master. I mean, this one's alt mode is okay, and it's how I will actually display the version from HASBRO. But this dude, you can go back and see my review on this dude. It's right here. He has a nicer looking transformation, a nicer looking alt mode. He has, this is a light up cannon. He has more accessories than this dude, and accessories he can actually hold. For my money, APC all day long. Unless you're looking for something that is specifically Voyager class, I guess then you would still go for this. And this dude ain't shiny, I guess. But for me, for my money, I would leave this guy alone right now. Pick up this dude, because this guy, he's just not exactly where I would hope he would be. Like I said, you've seen the hip joints. They're really loose. He can't really hold his weapons. The chrome ain't great on him. Yeah, it's not everything I was hoping for at all from this figure. So if you want a Voyager class, yeah, go pick him up. You can see the challenges I have. But if you're looking for a good representation of this figure, go grab yourself an APC. Definitely. Let me know your thoughts about this and everything else down in the comments. Has your version of this got better chrome than mine? Has he got better joints than mine? Let me know, and I'll see you all in my next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace!